Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Dovey and welcome to day number 3 of my Christmas DIY videos. Today I'm going to be showing you how I made this belief sign. I absolutely love it and I think it's one of my favorite signs that I've made. And also I'm going to be showing you how to make these simple Christmas tree ornaments. They are adorable and they are really simple to make. I'm going to start this video off with showing you how to make this belief sign. I'm going to be using some greenery I picked up from Michael's, and a 6-inch embroidery hoop, some paper, and a 11 by 14 canvas. I am going to be using the reverse canvas method, and that's just where you take off the canvas material and you get to the frame, and then you still actually use the canvas material. So that is why I'm cutting my canvas material close to those staples, because I still want to keep my material intact. I'm going to stain my frame using the baby wipe method. I am using brown and black acrylic paint, and I'm just rubbing on that paint with the baby wipe onto my frame just like I would if I were using stain. I just prefer to use acrylic paint inside the house because it doesn't stink and it dries very quickly. And I am going to add a little bit of black on that just to make it a little bit darker and maybe more of the farmhouse look. It does not take a lot, so if you get a little bit too much on, that's okay. Just kind of wipe it out with your baby wipe. And you can take your brown baby wipe and go ahead and rub that on there again just to blend it out more. I printed out Believe on some printer paper, and I didn't actually print it out on my other paper that I'm using for my sign because it's too thick to fit in my printer. So here I am using the tracing method. I'm rubbing that pencil on the back side of that Believe printout, and then I'm going to turn that where it's the pencil lead down onto the paper that I'm going to be using and do the tracing method. I've done this before in some of my other videos, but if you haven't seen that, then you just basically take a ballpoint pen and you trace over your lettering, and that's transferring that pencil lead onto your sheet that you're going to be using. So now I'm just going to take a magic marker and go ahead and trace in that wording. Now I'm going to cut the ends of my paper to make it look like a ribbon. So I just folded it in half and I'm cutting at a diagonal to give it a little triangle end. And I'm going to do that for the same for both sides. So now it's time that I start assembling my sign. I'm taking some twine and feeding that through the little hole that's at the top of my embroidery hoop. Then I'm going to tie a knot in it. And now I'm going to turn the frame over and hot glue that twine on the back side of my frame in the middle. So now I need to hot glue my canvas back to my frame. So I'm just going around my frame, putting the hot glue on it, and then I'm just going to stick my canvas back on. Now I'm just going to cut that excess material off around my frame. I'm just being very careful not to scratch at my frame. And now I'm taking that Believe paper and I'm just kind of rolling it up, trying to make like a little banner effect to it, so it's not exactly flat. And then I'm just going to line that up beneath my embroidery hoop there and just kind of line it up and hot glue it together. I'm thinking now that it probably would have been a lot easier to do the whole embroidery hoop before I put the canvas back on, but I ended up doing it this way. So if you try this, it might be easier to assemble it all first. And now I'm going to add my greenery by just hot gluing it on the bottom of my little embroidery hoop there. And then I'm going to add 3 little pine cones in the middle. Okay, so moving on to the Christmas tree ornaments. These are really easy to make, so let's get started. I'm going to be using these Canadian pine stems that I picked up from Hobby Lobby at half off, and also I'm going to be using a couple of sticks. And I'm just going to start off by measuring out how long I want my stems to be, and then just cutting it to those lengths. I want them to basically taper to be different sizes to go up. That way it mimics the shape of a Christmas tree. For the hanger for my ornament, I'm just using some twine here. You can find that at the dollar store, and I'm just going to hot glue it to my stick. And so the last step is just to hot glue the stems onto the stick in the shape of a Christmas tree. And that is how easy it is to make, and I think that they turned out really cute. And also you can just embellish this a bit more if you want. You can add bells, or you can add buttons, or you can add bows. Just make it how you would like. I hope you enjoyed watching this video today. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit your post notification bell so you will be notified when I post video number 4 tomorrow. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Bye.